Bienvenue and welcome. This is the Two Dudes, One Jared conversation. To my right is Vincent. Your left, and my left, your right, is Jared. This is our Two Dudes, One Jared conversation of the week about Spider-Man entering the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Quite.
That's what MCU stood for.
Yes. Yes.
I'm sorry.
It's not good with the initialisms. It's okay.
I knew it was Marvel and Universe. I couldn't think of what the C stood for.
Crack.
Cinematic? Yes, that's right. That was good.
Marvel
Crack Universe.
It's an alternate history where they're all crack dealers instead of superheroes.
Might have crossed my mind.
That's probably a thing, though, too.
Oh, yeah.
God. So, the new deal involves Spider-Man, who is owned by Sony, the movie Spider-Man, coming into...
Not anymore.
Too soon, rest in peace. No, he's still owned by Sony. They still wholly own the Spider-Man movie property.
Yeah.
What's going to happen, though, is that Spider-Man is going to make an appearance in Captain America Civil War. And then he's going to have his own standalone movie in 2017, which will be produced by some of the people at Marvel, including Kevin Feige. Which is big news, because a lot of people have had problems with some of the Spider-Man movies that have been coming out. I kind of like Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2. I really like Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man. I wasn't a big fan of Tobey Maguire. What are you guys' thoughts on Tobey versus Andy?
Tobey Maguire is much better.
Jump right into that. Here, you want your knife back?
All right.
I agree with Jerry. I like the Amazing Spider-Man as well.
I'm not saying I don't like it.
Well, no. I'm saying I liked it better than the other movie.
I like the character better and the movie better.
Yeah.
I think the movie's a lot more fun. I feel like the original Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire, is just a boring human being. He looks like a loser.
You're not giving him credit.
He looks like a 35-year-old man
supposed to look like
dressed up like a high schooler, and he looks like he's in his mid-30s. What the hell is he doing?
All right, you got a valid point.
He's not doing anything.
But as Spider-Man, I think he did a good job.
He did not do it.
For example.
Okay, go ahead.
When he was learning about his superpowers.
In the first movie?
Yes, first movie.
Okay.
He was it looked like he was actually learning how to do it. Andrew Garfield just automatically knew how to be Spider-Man. He was already doing everything that he needed to do.
No, they had that montage going.
Yeah, they summed it up. Oh, yeah. I'm just going to run around and swing from this chain, and then I know how to be Spider-Man. I don't know. I think he did a better job.
I guess they showcased it better in that movie.
Well,
It was a learning
want to retread the whole origin story completely over again and spend 45 minutes doing it, because everyone already knows who Spider-Man was at that point, which I think even when they reboot it again with Marvel's help, they're going to do even less. They might not even do an origin story. They might just do him
probably won't. They probably just throw him in there.
Him as Spider-Man.
I also like the Uncle Ben story, how he died, better in the first movie versus the second one.
With the elevator and the whatnot.
The elevator, yes, it was more dramatic. It was more, interesting. The second one was kind of like, well, okay.
I really like the sassy Spider-Man, though, where he's, smack talking and doing his little fun little stuff with a little skateboard. He's flying around.
I liked Andrew Garfield a lot as Spider-Man.
I like the awkward conversations.
Not even just Peter Parker, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
He was a good Spider-Man.
He was a real good Spider-Man.
Atmosphere going, the right attitude.
I
think he pulled it off.
The awkwardness between Emma Stone and him, where it was like they couldn't really talk to each other. I know a lot of people thought it was really weird.
Spider-Man, because he should have had a very similar attitude that he had as Spider-Man as Peter Parker. He should have been the same.
He had a crush. He's a high school boy.
I'm saying.
An 18-year-old young man.
There was a lot
He's got a picture of her on his computer.
True.
He's infatuated with the girl. He can't talk to her.
I understand when they're together, it made sense, the scenes when they were together, that they would act that way. I'm saying
it was cute.
Too many of those scenes in the movie.
I thought it was cute. I liked it.
And I know no one's going to like this, but I like... It doesn't go with the comics, but I like how in the first movies he actually could spin the web from his own body.
Like he had the powers.
That did happen in one of the string of comics.
Yes.
Along the lines, he did get that power.
Right, but it's not the mainstream kind of view of what he's supposed to be smart, and he built the web shooters. I just like it better that he could do it himself. It's more like a spider.
I mean, it was clever, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, if it was more like a spider, he'd be shooting at basically the top of his
asshole.
Which no one wants to do.
The movies themselves, I enjoyed of The Amazing Spider-Man because I feel when you just kill off the bad guy, basically, it's like a cop-out. It's like, it's not very creative.
It's not very comic booky.
It's not very comic booky. How to keep them.
It's all about building
they could possibly come back in the next movie. But no, you kill them off and then they're gone.
Yeah.
And they did that in every one of the original Spider-Mans. They killed the character. Green Goblin, dead, first movie. Doc Ock, dead, first movie.
These are spoiler alerts, by the way.
Oh, sorry.
Spoiler from 2004, in case anyone's wondering.
Well, some people may never see them.
The third one was an atrocity to man. The third movie was a complete atrocity.
All right.
All I have to say is the scene where he's got the little haircut, the little Jared haircut, where he's walking with his collar popped into the jazz bar.
Why is there a jazz bar?
And he's snapping his fingers. That was like one of the worst 5 minutes of film I've ever seen in my life.
Main Spider-Man movies?
There was nothing ever besides that.
So you gotta give them credit. These were the first Spider-Man
movies. That was
the
third movie, and they did such a crappy job of Venom.
Bad compared to the other two.
Yeah, no, I know.
The second one's definitely the best of the three.
Credit for making it.
Yeah, I did like the second one a lot.
The second one was good. The whole thing with the train and everything, that was cool.
Yeah,
the third one, too many people, too quick. They introduced Venom, and then they had him, like...
When he was dead,
it was just so stupid.
Yeah.
He didn't get any screen time, and he's, like, one of the main people. They had the Sandman in there, and then he did, like, weird stuff. It was just, like... And then they threw New Goblin in there, and it was just too much too quick. I liked, in Amazing Spider-Man, it was kind of like comic books where, like... it's just another day. He's like fighting Rhino for like 10 minutes, and then it gets into like the main villain of the movie.
I liked that because I liked how it was a comic book basically, and how it just trailed off.
But it's a movie. It's not a comic book.
But it's a movie where you know it's going to be a series, a franchise, whatnot, and it's going to continue.
I do like the scene itself with the little kid and Rhino.
Oh, I kind of thought that was stupid, actually.
Oh my god!
I thought that was a good.
Can't agree on anything. There were a lot of crappy parts of the movie, but I thought overall it did a good job. I thought, what's his name? As Electro was pretty good. Jamie Foxx.
Yes.
It was a little weird with like the dubstep every time he was like on screen. That was a little weird. It was like his powers were like dubsteppy.
Yeah, it was the electricity jamming the floor.
That was a little weird, but I still liked it. I thought it was cool. Electro was a cool.
Yes, he was a good. Yeah, he did a good job with that.
A cool villain.
Old school Electro with
the green and yellow, looking like a crazy person with the little mask on.
Why don't we talk about the new Spider-Man?
All right.
Who's it going to be? What do we think? Etc.
So
what the future holds for him, basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
It should be interesting.
Yeah, they said they're going to be making a standalone, and that's going to be made by Marvel Studios.
No, Sony's going to make it.
No. Sony's going to make the spin-offs, like the Venom movie.
No, they're also making the other one.
No, I read that. That
Marvel's just producing it.
No, I read
they're helping to make it.
The studios were going to make it.
Sony's still has the rights. It's not going to be... It's still a Sony-owned franchise, so it's not going to be... It's just Marvel... They're lending Marvel the character for future movies. And also, characters in the MCU can come over into Spider-Man's things.
See, I read it as... it was basically a split, where Spider-Man was going to be... The movie was going to be made by Marvel. The
standalone movie?
Yeah, the standalone movie is going to be made by Marvel. The spin-offs, the Venom and the Sinister Six, they're still on schedule to be made by Sony.
Did you hear they were going to make an Aunt May spin-off movie? Like a spy movie?
I did not.
What would that even be about?
Like a prequel or something where she's like younger and she's like a spy or something like that.
Oh my God.
I don't know what's happening with that. But then they were going to have a Spider-Girl one, or like an all-female movie, Spider-Man movie, and then the Sinister Six, which as for now they said it's still on. I don't know. That's gonna be really cool because they actually even teased that in the credits of the second Amazing Spider-Man, which is gonna be really cool if they have like Kraven the Hunter and all that stuff. I think that'll be really cool.
Yeah.
to see him, and like what's his name, Shocker, and a couple of the other characters that you don't really Vulture, yeah, some of the characters that you don't really ever see. Yeah,
and Green Goblin.
I mean, I hope they still do that. I was pretty excited. I was annoyed when they said that
Siri, shut up.
Amazing Spider-Man 3 got pushed back to 2018, and they pushed Sinister Six up in its place. That was kind of annoying. But yeah, I think it'll be interesting. So far, what they've said potentials for the new Spider-Man. Logan Lerman, who's from Percy Jackson and Fury, and Perks of Being a Wallflower. And then, oh god, I don't even know the name of the other guy. Who's the other guy's name?
Who?
There was a third one?
No, the guy from Maze Runner.
Oh, Maze Runner.
The main character from Maze Runner. I don't know his name.
I haven't seen the Maze. Have you seen the Maze Runner?
Yes, I did.
What did you think of him? I have no idea. I think he's in Teen Wolf or something too.
Like I said, I feel like they're very similar actors.
They both are?
Yeah,
I think they're the same age,
like
too.
Nerdy, kind of goofy.
Yeah, he was like little awkward in
Maze Runner?
Maze Runner. And
was it a good movie? I actually kind of want to watch it.
I think he's too handsome.
I mean, I never read the books, so
he's a little too
chiseled to be Spider-Man, in my opinion.
I could punch him up a little bit. No, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, Logan Lerman looks a little more nerdy. You definitely played really shy, nerdy kid in Perks of Being a Wallflower, which is actually one of my favorite movies.
Don't touch him.
I really like that movie. And he definitely showed that he could play that type of Peter Parker character. But I don't know how good he would be as, like, Spider-Man. I can't picture him, like, flying around, spinning webs, punching people in the face and stuff like that.
That's why I could see the other one doing
That's what I think the other guy would be much better.
He'll play as Spider-Man.
I don't think that's going to be what happens.
And Logan will play as Peter Parker.
I think either of them are good choices. I like that they're skewing younger. Like, I mean, they're both 23, but they both definitely look like they could be in high school or, like, graduating from high school.
So they're not the old hobo Tobey Maguire.
No, where he's like a 50-year-old man with a cane walking around.
That's what I read.
Webs flying over.
I read that where they were going to make Spider-Man more in his teens.
Yeah, like an actual high school. Yeah, like a legitimate.
In his high school years.
Yeah.
And I read that in the same thing where I read the way the movies are going to be made. Write in the comments. Let me know if I am correct or if I'm completely wrong.
Because you probably are.
I could be wrong.
Because you are.
Just let me know.
It's okay though.
If they do go with the more cool Spider-Man,
Maze Runner Man
wins. But other than that, if they're trying to go the original kind of style of the character, I think.
You think Logan Lerman could go for it?
I want to say Percy Jackson.
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I feel like the other guy's name is Dylan something. It's okay. We don't have to look it up because we're already talking about it.
Yeah, we have to look it up.
I
get my phone out.
I think it'll be cool though. I mean, if since they're introducing him in Captain America: Civil War, there probably won't be like really much of an origin story at all. I feel like if they're just gonna throw him in there, I feel like they're like, everyone knows who Spider-Man is. We're not going to bother doing this. And, like, that's definitely going to build up for the future. It's going to be interesting to see how he interacts with the other characters. Dylan O'Brien. See, so was Dylan. Was I say Dylan?
Right?
Yeah,
Yep,
Dylan. I mean, I looked it up like 5 minutes ago. Did I say Daryl?
No, he said Dylan.
So, it'll be interesting since he's so much younger. Like, think about him compared to, like, Robert Downey Jr., like the age difference.
Oh yeah,
he's gonna be like double his age.
A kid, basically.
It's kind of interesting to see how they'll interact with each other and like different other group because
and how he is supposed to be basically the main character in that movie.
It's like Captain America versus Iron Man.
Well,
and then Spider-Man's caught in the middle.
There you go.
Is that really how that works?
He's one of the
so Civil War is the comics. It's about. They want to. Iron Man wants to make it so that wants to help pass a law that every superhero has to identify themselves with the government and get like an ID card.
Yeah, they don't have secret identities.
So I mean, there are secret identities in the
but they want to
in the comics. And they want to reveal them. Like in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, there aren't secret identities. Everyone knows who all the superheroes are. So it's gonna be interesting to see how they do it in the movies, since that's one of the main things is already gone.
Are they still following the timeline that we've been seeing with these movies? Like, is it in order, or is this kind of like a random side?
Oh no, they're following.
They're following a path.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like they're following the comics in order, but they're
right.
The cinematic universe is going forward in time. Direction. It's not like they're doing offshoots. Right. It's gonna be interesting. Some of the weird ones, like Doctor Strange. And some of the other things they're doing are going to be kind of... I don't know how they're... Ant-Man. I don't know how they're going to fit in Ant-Man and even the Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't know how they're going to fit all those other pieces in with...
True.
And if they're doing that Daredevil... they're doing that Daredevil Netflix show. I don't know if that's... I don't know if that's going to mix in the Daredevil thing. That's actually coming out in March. That should be pretty cool to watch.
That's on Netflix, right?
Yeah, Netflix. It's like a gritty reboot type of thing because the Ben Affleck one was pretty terrible.
He looks like a ninja.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, he's like a blind lawyer, so.
So a ninja. That's what he's getting
like a ninja. That should be kind of cool.
Blind lawyer is a ninja.
So yeah, Iron Man wants. Sorry, we digress a little bit. To get back on topic, Iron Man wants to have everyone reveal themselves, and Captain America wants to keep everyone's like private. And Spider-Man's caught in the middle. Then he actually publicly reveals himself on TV in support of Iron Man, and then he doubles back and goes with
happens and he decides
Captain America.
So he's like kind of like a
flip-flop
double agent there.
Yeah, and since he's like one of the biggest superheroes,
is that the right thing?
No.
Yeah, it is.
No.
He's a flip-flopper.
He's a flip-flopper. That's the technical.
He's a flip-flopper, and. Yeah, and there's like even the villains are taking sides on which side they want to go on.
Actually, is there like a big fight scene between these characters?
I'm sure they're gonna fight.
Who wins in the comics?
You'll have to find out.
We don't want to do any super spoilers, so we'll just.
I don't even know
because it'll probably happen in the movie.
Right.
But that's the basic premise of it, and it'll be interesting. I mean, because the X-Men can't be in the movie, so we'll see how that goes. Or the Fantastic Four. Mm-hmm. And Deadpool. And a bunch of those characters, so we'll see what they actually want to do.
Kind of depressing.
I mean, there are a bunch of characters that they can use in the universe, but there's a lot that they haven't even
mentioned
shown. Yeah, right. And then we got the Black Panther, who's going to be showing up for the first time also in Civil War, or he was supposed to be. What could happen now is that his part might get downgraded a lot since they're going to want to showcase Spider-Man as much as possible, which I think is kind of sad because it would be kind of cool to see him because, no one's really seen him, but he should be he's kind of like a Batman where he's like a rich billionaire that's like puts on a little black suit and runs around. And
he's a king from Africa.
Yes. So that should be kind of cool to see. And I don't know, there's a lot. I mean, they have a lot planned. I mean, everything's planned out until like 2019 or 2020, so there's going to be a lot to look forward to.
Big money.
Yeah. So, what do you guys think? Spider-Man, think it's good? What do you got? Any closing thoughts?
Didn't you have something to say that you wanted to say before, or did you say it already?
What?
Was that
your like an angrily statement that I told you to hold off on?
It was probably about...
It was just about...
Tobey Maguire being a much better Spider-Man.
Being a little sack of potatoes. With glasses on.
I was looking forward to it.
He's a loser. No one wants to see him again. And thank God he didn't come back. He's like 43 now.
Whatever.
Do you really want to see him lumbering around on the screen?
I don't want him back. I just think he did a good job when he did it.
Oh, God. He deserves to be taken in the back and shot.
Violent
just like
here.
Those horses.
Oh,
just wheel up the little curtain and just shoot him.
All right.
Right on set, right?
We can't have him as a guest now. You realize that, right?
Well, we still can.
Maybe he'll want to come on the show in order to talk about it.
Beat the shit out of you.
Yeah. What's he gonna do? He's a prominent public figure. He's not gonna beat me up. I'm gonna sue him for assault.
For salt?
For assaulting me. He's very salty.
Salt at me.
All right, so I think that's it. Pretty good discussion, guys.
Yeah,
very good job.
Yeah.
That was good.
We'll have to see when.
We look forward to more of these every week.
Please like, comment, subscribe.
Talk about something different.
Yeah, we should be doing these.
Hopefully, we don't run out of ideas.
Next week, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. What was your favorite?
And the week
Spider-Man
following
villain?
that is Spider-Man.
The Return of Spider-Man.
Spider-Man 3. This electric boogaloo.
The Man Spider.
We'll have to see in 2016 what happens when Captain America Civil War comes out. Thank you, everybody. This has been a 2 Dudes, 1 Jared conversation of the week. Howdy like trout.
Good night.